What is up, Daddy Gang? It is your founding father, Alex Cooper, with Call Her Daddy.
Dave Franco, welcome to Call Her Daddy.
Thank you so much.
How are you feeling right now?
I'm feeling pretty good. How you feeling?
I feel like this is kind of like a random matchup.
Tell me why.
I mean, I usually interview more women.
Oh, okay.
I do enjoy interviewing men.
Yeah.
I feel like we haven't obviously like crossed paths ever.
Sure.
And I remember when I was talking to my team, I was like, I think we could do something interesting here.
I agree. And I just want to start by saying, first off, everything you're saying is accurate. But I did watch your documentary, which I absolutely loved.
Oh my God, thank you.
And it was just me at home by myself, just crying my eyes out. And
Dang.
And what I want to say is, I actually think we have a lot in common.
Really?
And this is just kind of what I took, and please tell me if I'm wrong.
No,
but
yeah.
I think just kind of how you approach work, I really relate to it in the sense that it just seems like you're almost incapable of doing anything half-assed.
Yes.
Everything you do, you want it to be unique and original and surprising. It seems like you love being a leader, but you also really appreciate and respect everyone around you and recognize this is a collaboration. And also you work with your partner and you guys just build each other up in such a sweet way. And I relate to all of that.
Dave, how am I supposed to now go and roast you? I thought I was gonna be like, all right, Dave, now I'm about to start crying. No, I really appreciate that because obviously I know you and we're gonna get to that work with your wife, and which I like respect so much. And I always think it's so funny when people are like, how the fuck do you work with your partner?
I know everyone asks it and they ask it in that tone.
Right?
And I'm like, no. You're projecting on me because you're thinking about what it would be like working with your own partner.
Right.
Like, this works. Don't put that on us.
Right, like you guys have your own shit over there, but we couldn't be happier.
Exactly.
It's the easiest part of my job.
It really
right?
is. Yes.
Okay. Thank you for saying that though, because you know how it is when you put out a piece of work and you're so anxious,
Of course.
and wanting people to enjoy it, but then you also have to stay true to yourself and make sure that creatively, even if people don't like it, like this is what I want to do and this is what I'm going to do. And so it was a risk, but I'm happy you liked it.
100%. And I feel like one thing that I have gotten better at over the years is really holding on to that idea where if I make something that I am genuinely proud of course I want it to resonate with audiences. Of course I want people to see it. But at the end of the day, it's like, I wouldn't have done this any differently. And so I got to be happy with that.
So true. I mean, it sucks when it bombs, but you know,
Sure.
you're like, okay, maybe I do need to go a little bit more mainstream on that next time, but it's very humbling.
Yes.
Okay, usually when someone comes and sits down with me, I stalk them on social media just to
Okay.
like catch a vibe.
Right.
You don't have social
That's
media.
correct. Yeah.
Are you a very private person?
I generally am, which makes kind of doing like promo for any movie a little strange because it's not me in my element. But at the same time, I've also gotten much better at this where I recognize this is a big part of my job and I'm just going to lean in and I'm going to do my best and I'm going to be as vulnerable as I can be.
Yeah.
But I'm not on social media and it kind of comes from a place of being a little scared of it. I think I've gotten to a place in my life where I've surrounded myself with really kind people who I love and trust. And so I have my like really warm little bubble. And I know that if I'm on social media, it's like, no matter who you are, you're going to receive some hate every single day. And I just didn't want to invite that into my daily life.
Everyone's watching like, yes, Dave. Preach, Dave. Same, Dave. Okay, how do you get intel on people?
If
you're like, I guess you're a guy. You don't even want the drama. You don't want the tea.
I don't.
Do you know what the tea means? You know what the tea means.
Of course.
Yeah.
I'm not that old.
Do you know what the renegade is?
No, I am that old.
It's a trend on TikTok.
What is it? Tell me.
It's a dance.
Okay.
Charli D'Amelio was like really known for it.
Okay.
Do you know who that is?
I was hoping you weren't going to follow up with that question. I'm just taking a sip of water. I'm getting parched. Hold on.
Dave is literally like, I'm going to just say yes to things. But then when she asks me, like, explain, you're going to be like, so no. But you know what TikTok is?
Of course.
Do you ever take thirst traps, like, just for yourself?
What do you mean take thirst traps?
Okay.
I know what a thirst trap is, but what do you mean to take one?
Like, do you ever just, like, take, like, a dashing selfie?
Oh, just for me. No, I'll do it for Allison every once in a while.
That's cute.
Yeah.
Okay, How do you feel about opening up to the daddy gang today?
I feel pretty good about it, actually. Since watching the documentary, since listening to some episodes, I feel like I feel comfortable with your energy. And as you said, when I got here, you got me, and I trust that.
We're not going to fuck this up.
Yes.
Has there ever been a time, though, that you've done an interview or just like in your life that you've overshared and then regretted it later?
Oh, man. I'm sure. Oh, God. I mean, whatever it is, I probably don't want to bring it up again now. I'm sure I want it to be buried. But my wife is a massive oversharer. She would admit that herself. You meet her and she will whatever you want to know.
And you're like, babe.
Truly.
No. And she's like, 1 second, Dave. Anyway, so our family drama. And you're like, what the fuck are you saying?
She's talking about my dick all of a sudden. I'm just like, babe, Jesus Christ.
Did you tell anyone in your life that you were doing this day, and like what were their thoughts?
Of course, yeah. And the honest truth is that my publicist, the distributor of this film, all they want to know about is when are you doing Call Her Daddy?
Call Her
Daddy? And I was like, guys, chill and stop putting pressure on this.
I'm dead.
But yes, everyone loves you and is very excited about this.
Okay, so do you want to start with your sex life or your childhood trauma?
Jesus Christ.
I'm just kidding. I'm obsessed. We're going to start easy.
Okay.
I'm going to literally just like give you a few things and you're just going to tell me your first reaction, how you feel about them. How do we feel about zins?
Oh, man, I don't know what that is. I'm so sorry. Can I guess what this is?
Yes.
I think, is it like dip?
Yes.
Oh, good. Okay.
Yes.
I do know this. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
What is your vice? Like, you don't do zins?
I definitely don't. My vice... Oh my God. I'm the guy who's getting frisky when he like splits a second glass of wine with his wife at dinner.
That's so fucking real. How old are you?
I'm 40. I just turned 40.
Oh my God. That tracks. I feel like once you hit 30s, 40s, you're like, wine? I am insane. Like, I'm starting to feel that way. Getting into my 30s now, I'm like, I just had 2 glasses of wine. I'm like at the club. I'm sitting in my kitchen, but I feel like I'm at the club. You know what I mean?
Totally. Yeah. It takes you out for the next week.
Week. Emphasis on week, not day. Okay. How do you feel about the term short kings?
I'm okay with that. I'm not trying to lie and pretend like I'm not what I am. I think I've embraced this many years ago, and it's funny because like, you know what? It is what it is, and I think people like try to come at you for this thing that I can't even control. And I'm like, it's fine. I guess the main thing is my wife's down with it, and she's a little bit shorter than me, so that's good too. And
she's stunning, gorgeous, successful, smart, all the things. So like, you're doing something right. Okay, magic tricks.
I assume you bring this up because I've been in 3 magic movies.
Yes.
I feel good about it. I weirdly am like very good at throwing cards.
Really?
It's like kind of what my character does in the movie. And I remember on the first one when I was learning how to do it, I had like stacks and stacks of cards, and it was just me in my apartment in New Orleans throwing cards against the wall until my arm went dead. But now I can like cut a banana in half. And
wait, what?
People are like, do you carry cards with you everywhere? And I'm like, no, I also am not going to be the guy who shows up at a party and is like, hey guys, check this out.
That's literally almost as bad as the guy that like pulls out his guitar at a party and you're like,
yes, it's worse.
John, stop. You're not John Mayer. Shut the fuck up.
Totally.
Dude, okay, but do you feel like people at parties are like looking for you to do party tricks now?
It comes up, but again, no one has a deck of cards on them, so I get out of it pretty easy.
That's fair.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay, men with cats.
I mean,
yeah.
If there was anything that defined me, when I met Allison, I was the single guy with 2 18-pound cats, and I know, as you can imagine, we called them the Panthers, and as you can imagine, that kind of weeds out the dating pool a bit. Not a lot of girls are down with that.
Oh, wait, Dave, rewind.
Yeah.
2 18-pound cats.
Yeah.
What, when, how, why?
A lot of people are like, did you overfeed them? Were they fat? No, they were big, proportionate cats. They just had big heads, and their bodies followed suit.
What? Wait, and did you get them at the same time?
Yeah, they're brothers.
Why did you decide cats were for you?
We grew up with cats.
Okay.
Yes. I assume with your tonality that you did not.
Well, no, and maybe this is me being like, so this is definitely a sexist comment, but like I don't think of men and cats as much.
Yes,
it's more of like a female thing, which is like
fair.
so fucked up to say, but I'm going to say it. It's not that bad. And you know, like chill.
Bad.
Internet chill. We don't need to cancel me over saying men don't go with cats that well. But cats. Okay, and did you think about your dating life when you got the cats?
No, the cats came first.
Okay.
And they were going to decide who I should be with.
Perfect. And Allison loved them, so you were fine.
Yes, and what ended up happening was we had been dating for a few months, and I was spending most nights at her place, and the cats were feeling neglected. And so at one point, I said to her, I was like, hey, I'm not asking to move in, but is it cool if my cats move into your place? Because we're over here all the time.
No.
So we moved my cats in technically before I moved in.
You bring the litter box.
Truly, yeah.
That is, I love that for you, Dave.
Thank you.
Okay, how do we feel about crying during rom-coms?
Oh, yeah, all about it.
Okay.
I love a rom-com.
Okay.
The second movie I directed was a rom-com.
Yep. Favorite rom-com?
Ooh, I mean, gosh, the first ones that come to mind, Notting Hill, When Harry Met Sally, classics. Sleepless in Seattle.
Oh my God, I remember
What's
that.
yours?
Oh, I would have to say Sleepless in Seattle growing up, but then The Proposal with Sandra Bullock.
Fantastic.
And, yeah, so fun.
Yes,
oh my
yes.
God. Okay, keeping your childhood nickname.
I mean, that's my life.
Yeah, let's talk about it.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, so what is your childhood nickname?
Well, Davey. And most people in my life still call me Davey.
Really?
Yeah.
Does your wife call you Davey?
What does she call me?
Oh.
I guess she calls me babe.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
She rarely. I feel like sometimes when Matt calls me Alex, I'm like, am I in trouble?
Definitely.
Because he never calls me Alex. So then I'm
Definitely.
like, what did I do?
I know. And so my real name is David, but
Okay.
no one has ever really called me that. And when I was a kid, my brother had this kid in his class named David that he hated. So he said, "You're not going to be named David." That's how I became Davey. And I guess, the people that know me well, most people call me Davey.
So Dave is almost like formal for you.
A little bit.
This is like you're like Dave Franco here.
Sure.
But then Davey at home.
By the end of this interview, you'll be calling me Davey.
Perfect. Okay, one of your first roles was in Superbad.
Yes.
And Jonah Hill calls you out for pissing your pants.
Correct.
Looking back, what was one of the most embarrassing things that ever happened to you in school?
Ooh, okay. While I think about that, let me just talk about that scene in Superbad real quick.
Okay.
So I had a journey with that scene in and of itself where I only have a few lines in this movie, but the movie was so big that people did recognize me on the street and they were yelling at me, "Why don't you go piss your pants again?" And I quickly realized, like, I got to keep working and get more jobs so I'm not piss boy for the rest of my life.
That is so real. You're like, fuck my life.
Okay, so I guess on theme with that, okay, I remember going to a party.